Well, praise the Lord. So glad to see everybody.
I
Happy
know. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday to
Happy
you.
Tuesday. Hope each and every one of you are doing well.
Ken, watch this. I want y'all to do exactly what I'm about to do right now. I copied the link, right? And I'm about to share it right now on my Facebook page. Share it on your timeline, share it on your Facebook page so that we can really get the word out. We have a powerful word for you guys.
Oh,
tonight,
yes.
man.
Good
It's a
evening,
really good
Dr.
word.
Carr.
Hey, good to
Yes.
see you. Good to see ya.
You know, I already shared it on mine. You
Oh, okay.
just,
I'm
you
going to
know,
share right now.
I was ahead of the time.
Yeah.
I was ahead of the time. I was on it.
Yeah.
I was
And then it
on
won't
it.
paste, but I'll share while we can. Honey, you make the announcements while I share it. How about that?
Well, all right. Well, what announcement do I see? You I don't have the announcements. I can't reach it. You have to make the announcements for me. All right, there we go. There we go. Thank you for our behind the scenes team. Hey guys, we want to invite you out to our online Fresh Fire services. We are live online on Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. every Saturday, with the exception of the fourth Saturday. The fourth Saturday of the month, we meet in person. We call it the gathering at the Academy for Advanced Studies at 10 o'clock a.m. So that is the fourth Saturday of every month.
Yep.
And our next in-person service that we have scheduled is this Saturday. Guys, mark your calendar, share the word. We are going to be talking about reboot your marriage. We're going to be talking about relationships, connection with others. So your marriage, you can apply those principles to other areas of your life this Saturday, 10 a.m. at the Academy for Advanced
Studies. I wanted to make sure I say this, Kim. Guys, if you're not married, go back to that flyer one time. If you're not married and you're thinking about getting married, but you may just be like, hey, look, I'm good at just being a single, right? Mm-hmm. Some of the core principles that we're going to be teaching are impactful to you as well, because I'm going to talk about teamwork and how to, because teamwork makes the dream work. And so we are going to be talking about that. So don't allow the fact that you're not married and you're not thinking about getting married, you're just enjoying this single life, stopping you from coming. It will be something there for everybody. You may just want to love on yourself, and that's totally fine with us. Last one. There it is.
Staying connected. Guys, if you want to stay connected with us, if you want to stay abreast of what's going on, scan the QR code. Scan the QR code and you'll get information about our services, upcoming events, and ways to stay connected.
All right, honey, let's get started. We got an amazing word for you tonight. Before we get started, okay, because everybody been asking me, I remember when we finished Saturday with our service, Jonathan walked in and he said, so what is with these HBCU shirts y'all are wearing? It is Black History Month, right? So every time we've come on,
we was giving a silent shout out.
I was trying to give a shout out to all the HBCUs that I've either worked for or we had some kind of connection with. So tonight I'm wearing the hat. You see it right here. You see 212 on the side right here. Can y'all see that? 212, 212.
Yes.
Yes, right. That's why I got my doctorate degree from the Clark Atlanta University. I tell people all the time, hey, if you can't get into Clark Atlanta, go to Tennessee State. If you can't get into Clark Atlanta, go to Morehouse. If you can't get into Clark, but Clark Atlanta should be at the top of your list, right?
Oh, whatever. Although we applaud Clark Atlanta, but Tennessee State University, Alabama A&M, Alabama State. It's so many great HBCUs.
You really can't say A&M on here.
Don't you talk about my A&M. Don't you talk about my A&M or my Skegee.
Right. My wife has a lot of family members that went to A&M.
Pretty much most of my family.
Yeah, they went to A&M. So A&M is a very,
amazing place.
Yeah, it's amazing place. All right, guys, we're going to get into the word. We got a powerful word for you tonight. We're talking about love languages, right? And so all month we've been asking the question, what does love look like? And that's one of the things we've been wanting to share, because a lot of people, they think they know what love is. They think that they're in love, but they really don't know how love is supposed to look. There is a look to love. Mm-hmm. And so I brought up the lady. Her name was Tiffany Haddish, and she was on the red carpet. And while she was on the red carpet, she said the lady tried to make some fun of her by her dress, and she said, "This is what success looks like. This is what making it looks like."
Okay.
And she said, "This is what it looks like." And that question came to me. Well, what does love look like?
Wow.
What does love look like? It should have a look. So we talked about a lot of different things in our first messages, but tonight is a message I think is near and dear to me and my wife's heart.
Yes.
This is an area that we had to grow in because personal testimony time, this was an area I was missing it.
We both
I
were.
was
We
missing
both
it.
were.
As we were preparing tonight,
Uh-huh.
right? Because me and Kim were talking about the message before we were preparing. And she was saying, she used the analogy of gifts. You know, she said, well, when a person buy you a gift, you know, they automatically think that's what love is supposed to mean. But I was saying the only person is so when you look at these commercials, they make it feel like the way to a woman's heart is jewelry. Well,
buying her a diamond.
that was not the way to my wife's heart. It was not the way to her heart. And I was really deeply offended at times, right? Because that was not the way to her heart. And then my wife was doing things like made sure I had breakfast in the morning. She made sure I packed my lunch. Y'all seen the videos I posted, you know, making sure the house was clean, making sure all these things were done.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept saying, honey, that didn't mean anything to me.
Do you love me? I'm like, huh? Did you not see what I did? Wait a minute, and I have to tell this to add to what you were saying, how you were deeply offended. So particularly when we first started out, again, these commercials say, buy these gifts, buy her jewelry. He can get me the diamonds, so he would buy me all these little different rings.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
yeah, I was just trying to, you know,
$5 ring, $10 ring.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
buy a lot of, you know, buy a lot of gifts, and that was not
$6 necklace. I'd be like, I'm okay.
That was not her love language.
No, it's not.
Buy her clothes and outfits, she didn't like that at all.
No.
So I was communicating love to her in the language that I liked it, but it was not her language.
Exactly.
And so here we are in the first part of the years of our marriage, and we're missing each other.
Feeling unloved to some degree.
Here's one of these things when I'm talking about what we're talking about with marriage, how it touches every area of your life. You may have children, right? And when you have children, they have a language of love.
Yes, they do.
They have a language of love. One of my sons, he has to hug me every night before he go to bed. Every night before he comes in.
You don't hug him?
He has to give us a hug. He has to give us a hug. So he comes in, he gives me a hug because that is his love language.
Yes.
So what we're talking about, these topics are universal. You can apply it to anything. So why is the love language so important, Kim?
I think it's so important because everybody wants to feel loved.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so if I have a way that I like to be loved, and we're just going to keep with marriage, and I don't feel that coming from my spouse, I'm not going to feel loved.
Right.
I'm not going to feel loved until we've had some conversation, had some understanding, something I might feel cared for, but maybe I don't feel loved.
Right. And that's so we came up with 4 reasons that we believe, along with like what she was just saying, being cared for. But I want to kind of pinpoint it so you can understand the seriousness of it. Yeah. Because a lot of you're going through marriage, you're going through these relationships, and you don't think it's important. You think it's insignificant. And like what she was saying, it's not making you feel like you're cared for. It's not making you feel like you're valued. It's not making you feel like you're important. So let's look at point number 1. Why is this so important? Point number 1. Love is not measured by intention.
Oh.
It's measured by reception.
Exactly. A lot of times we are loving our spouse the way that we want to be loved. And so our intention is good.
Right.
But they're not receiving what they feel is love. Right. They might be receiving care, but they're not necessarily receiving what they feel is love. You may be completely missing what they need to feel loved.
And here's the point I was saying, what is really important about that, because notice what I said, love is not measured by intention. You can have really, really good intentions. Mm-hmm. You can really have many good intentions. And then your spouse is saying, I don't know that didn't hit home at all, because it's not measured by your intention.
It's measured
by how a person receives it.
Let me add. So one of my love languages, and one of the love languages is gifts of service. The other one is giving of gifts. He likes to give gifts. That's the way he likes to receive love. So that's the way he was giving love. That is not my way. So he would like to buy me these trinkets.
Right. Trinkets, leave that word alone.
He would like to buy me these trinkets. But, what I needed was gifts of service.
Right.
For him to jump in with me when things needed to be done, to take a load off of my back. And so you would go, he would bring these things, but yet and still it's like, I'm like, he doesn't see where I need help.
That's why we flipped it now when I'm saying love is not measured
exactly
by your intention. It's measured by your reception. Because her love language, this is what she told. She said, my love language was gifts. What is it?
Gifts of service.
Gifts of service, which I think is horrible.
Acts of service.
Acts of service, which I think is awful. So here my wife was doing all
how
of these.
I want to feel.
She's doing all these amazing things for me around the house.
Oh, yeah.
All these amazing things. And I'm like, Kim.
Oh, my gosh. We bumped head for years because he was like, I mean, do you love me? And I'm thinking,
do you see what I'm doing?
You see all that I'm doing for you. You know, making sure, you know, you got a lunch. I'm making sure you got a good home environment. I'm tending to all these things, doing little stuff, making sure he doesn't have to do it, or I'm checking behind him, organizing this, helping there. And I could spend all day doing that, and he would still be, you know, for some reason not feel love, because he receives love through gifts. Yeah. And if anybody knows me, gifts is not my strength. So we had to really work on that.
So if you don't get anything out of the message today, always remember that the way your love is measured by your spouse, it's not by your intention. You can have amazing intentions.
Yeah. But
it's measured by the reception. I think my brother Jonathan told me this. It was a quote by Oprah Winfrey. It was Oprah Winfrey. Anyway, people will always remember how you made them feel.
Not necessarily what you said.
Not necessarily, but how you made them feel. Your spouse is the exact same way. When you go out of your way to make sure that they're receiving love in their language, they will always remember how you made them feel. Yeah. Next point. Uncommunicated love causes distance. Now, my wife and I, we got in a little tizzy over this one because she kept saying uncommunicated love effectively.
No, not on that one. It was on another one. Okay. See?
So I'll go ahead and explain that one.
So no, so just if they don't feel loved because you're not communicating in their language, then that's going to cause a drift.
Yeah.
It's going to cause a gap. Again, they may see that, oh, you care for me because you brought me something, or you care for me because you like to spend time and go walk, but they may not feel loved.
Right.
And so that's going to cause a disconnect. That's going to cause a drift.
Yeah.
Because you're not meeting the need that they have.
Love brings you together. It makes you feel connected.
Effectively communicated love.
Yeah, right. Makes you feel connected, right? But then when that's what's missing, when that love is not communicated, you don't feel the connection. And you feel all alone, and you feel by yourself. And one of the drivers of this, we don't have time to deal with this.
Frustrated.
One of the drivers of this is selfishness. Next point. I'm about to go. Next point. Uncommunicated. That's
okay. Because
love communicated also reduces conflict. When you're communicating love effectively in that person's language, it also reduces conflict. Why? Now we did say it eliminate conflict.
Because conflict can arise.
Conflict is going to happen.
From different things.
Yeah.
From different things. But just sticking with that area of love, if you're not communicating in my language, if that distance is coming, that disconnect, that drift, that opens the door for frustration, irritation, complaining. It opens the door for strife. It opens the door for so many
different things where you can miss it.
Yes.
So many areas where you can miss it. So you want to make sure that you're communicating love. Let's go to the next point.
Yes. So you have to be so careful with that.
Yeah. Love communicated, I guess, effectively.
Effectively, yes.
What it says to the person is you matter.
Well, look, I want to add to that, because somebody might say, well, if I took the time, and there are 5 areas, Gary Chapman wrote a book, it's the 5 areas for love language. Right. And somebody said, well, if I took the time, right, to words of affirmation, or if I took the time doing service, or if I took the time, if it's physical touch, you might say, what do you mean? Like that was for naught. But what that means when it says, it means that I matter, you matter. What that means is you took the time to understand what I need.
Exactly, yes.
Not give me what you think I needed. And I'm not saying, I'm not saying this is ill intentions or somebody that have good intentions, but you took the time to see what was important to me.
And you're saying most importantly, you matter.
You matter because I took the time.
You're valuable to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to just add a little point like that. And I think that's just, as we mature in our relationships, we grow to that.
Right.
We grow to that. And some of this is just about growth.
Yeah.
That you took the time to understand me and what I needed. So
last point, why is we're talking about why is love language so important? Why is it important? Why does it matter? Why are we taking the time to talk about this? And we talked about these 4 different points. The first thing we said was love is not measured by attention, is measured by reception. We said that uncommunicated love causes distance. We said that love communicated reduces conflict. We said love communicated effectively says that you matter. Here's the last one I think is so important. Love communicated effectively builds emotional security.
I agree with that.
And so no matter what is going on, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're happening to you in your life, right? You know without a doubt in your mind, I'm loved.
I'm loved. It builds that security. I love that.
It fights against rejection. It fights against all of those things because you understand, at least I know that I'm loved. And it builds that safe place in your relationship.
I like that.
It builds that safe place in your relationship. So let's talk about some of the misconceptions because some of us think you're just supposed to know this. You're supposed to just know this.
No.
You're supposed to just know this about a relationship. And this is one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make in marriage is that they think that you're just supposed to know the person's love language, okay?
No.
That's the first mistake.
Some people don't even know that love languages exist.
And you don't even talk about it.
No.
You don't even talk about it. You just try to act like it doesn't matter. You try to act like, hey, whatever it is, but
I love you because I'm here.
Or we're centered in selfishness, right?
Okay.
We're centered in selfishness, and we want to make sure that our needs are met, or we just don't take the time to find out the other person's language. As long as I'm showing love,
I'm still here with you. We still together, so that must mean I love you. Let's take it a step further.
Which goes to point number 2. My love language is the only one that matters.
No.
That's a misconception. That's based in selfishness. Marriage is that's what we're going to talk about Saturday, is that marriage is a team sport.
It's a team sport.
It's a team sport.
And another thing with that is your love language matters because that's how you like to receive love.
Right.
However, it's not the only thing that matters. How does your spouse like to receive love? Yes.
Let me put the slide back up. Okay.
So
number 3, once you learn it, then you're done. You think, okay, and this is the lazy marriage here. Once I know your love language, and that's it.
No.
And Kim, we looked at a podcast today, and this is one of the things that was talked about in that podcast. He said that when he first met his wife, her love language was one thing, but as they grew together, the needs change.
People, we experience different seasons in life. Things happen. I met my husband when I was a senior in high school. You're talking about 30 years ago, something of that nature. And so people evolve and change over time. They experience different things in life. We're not just always the same.
Right.
And so you have to be in tune and intentional, staying connected to your spouse to see how they like to receive love.
We stay in tune and intentional about everything else.
Exactly.
We try to be a better this, a better that, a better teacher. We go to professional developments all the time. We are trying to do our best to be the best at what we can do. You can do the exact same thing with your spouse.
Well, and let me just add this piece, and this is just kind of an aside. We say being in tune with your spouse, but we also, in marriage, the onus is also on us that we need to talk to our spouse and let them know what's important to us.
Right.
So it's not a guessing game.
Last one, we said, once you find out, it'll fix everything. No, it has to be communicated. It takes effort. It takes a lot of things in a marriage, but it starts with trying to find out what the language is.
Yes.
So why are we spending so much time talking about this, guys? Why are we spending so much time talking? Before we go to our last point, I want to make this point. Les Brown said this in one of his speeches. He said, if you are casual about your life,
you'll be a casualty.
You'll become a casualty.
Yeah.
If you are casual about your life, then you'll become a casualty. You will end up losing out on everything that God ordained for you to have in this life. It is so important. It's so important that you don't do these things and try to take your spouse for granted. And understand, listen, you'll be a better father. You'll be a better friend. You'll be a better coworker. Once you find out, okay, this is what this person likes. This is what you will be a more effective person. You know, another one of my speakers again says this, you never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. You never see a U-Haul behind a hearse, right? In other words, your life should matter. It should. One of the saddest things is to see one car behind the hearse.
Wow.
You want to leave an impact. You want to make a mark in the earth that cannot be erased. You want to make an impact that we say this all the time. I can't remember what speaker said this, but he said, if you can be gone from your job a week
and they don't miss
you, you're not making an impact. You should make an impact such a way that, man, the office is different. The atmosphere is different. This person made a difference in my life. So let's talk about, so how do you find out your spouse's love language? We're going to end with this. How do you find out your spouse's love language? Number one, ask.
Direct question.
Just ask. Hey. When do you? What makes you like? What makes you tingle, baby? Ask.
What do you like?
Let's ask.
What makes you feel important? What makes you feel loved?
What makes you feel loved? What makes you feel like? Ask. Communicate. Talk. Kim and I, we always talk about when we talk about our marriage conferences and everything. We said one of the things that we did was we never stopped talking to each other. So people say, what are we supposed to talk about? Here's some things to talk about right here.
Yes.
You know, what makes you feel unsafe? What makes you feel this? What makes you ask questions. Ask questions. Number two.
Look at patterns. Oh, I love that. Look at patterns. What do they compliment? What do they celebrate? What is their go-to?
Right.
Because they will likely also show love, not just to you, but just in the other relationships in their lives through their love language as they grow and learn what people specifically need. So if they are always doing for others, always doing, helping out, then acts of service is important to them. Acts of service is important to them.
Here's one, and this is the most important one, guys. Listen, I know y'all think we're going to say something deep. Take a test.
They have an assessment out
there. Now, let me tell you, a couple of weeks ago, my wife and I, we took a test. Right? So we take this test. And you've heard me say my love language is gifts. You've heard me say that. Gifts. So we're talking about how you can change through time. Now, her love language hasn't changed. It's still
service.
Acts of service, right?
Service.
But my love language has changed. The older I've become, my love language has changed.
Glory be to God.
It's no longer, gifts is number two.
I know, but I'm glad it ain't number one.
But number one is words of affirmation. I never understood why I would pay so close attention to what people said and why words impacted me so, and that because that is a key indicator of my language and how I speak love.
And because you're smart, intelligent, and just a phenomenal person.
Yeah. Words of affirmation. It means so much. It means so much.
Yes.
So you take the time to find out what is your spouse's love language, because If you don't remember anything else we said tonight, remember, love is not measured by the intentions.
Yeah.
It's measured by reception.
I love
That's
that.
how
That's
you
one of the
measure it.
keys is we take a lot of when we do premarital advising. That's one of those fundamental bedrocks
Yep.
in your relationship.
All right, let's get these announcements out the way. And guys, we are out here. Guys, listen, I'm so excited about this Saturday.
Yes.
I'm excited about it, man. I'm geeked. We missed our first in-person service because of the snow. Come on, man. We can pack the room, man. Come on, y'all.
Yes.
Tell somebody about it. Listen, don't be all ran away because this is about me. I don't want to talk about no marriage. I had to fight to get my brother to come, because he said the same thing. I ain't coming because y'all talking about love and all this stuff. It's about life. We're rebooting your life, and marriage just happened to be a piece of the calling that my wife and I have. So we have a passion about it.
Talking about relationships.
But if you happen to miss this Saturday, you could always catch us every Saturday, 10:30 a.m. online. Guys, we are building an amazing community online that's touching the world for the Lord Jesus Christ. We believe in taking the church beyond the four walls and in the community, and we're using digital platforms to do it, and we're changing the world for the Lord Jesus Christ, and I'm super excited about it.
I love that.
But you can also help us carry this vision. You can become a part. You can connect with what we are doing just by scanning that QR code. We ain't going to email you. We're not going to spam you. We're not going to call you. We're not going to do all those things. We're not going to do
show up at your door.
We don't do church weird. We do not do church weird. We simply have one calling on our vision, and that is to make Jesus irresistible. So we're going to have to fight you off because you're going to love Jesus so much. You're going to love God so much. So connect with us. Join us this Saturday. Tell somebody about it. Let them know to be in the room. I'm excited about it, man. Get an opportunity to meet you. My wife, y'all saw I did a push-up competition today with me. I had to go on dog out with that.
He did it's tricep push-ups. It's okay. He showed a certain portion of the video so you can see.
You can't get in the middle of the workout and try to change up the whole thing.
You can see that he wasn't quite, had his arms in. But anyway.
Excuses. We say the song back in the day. We say excuses. You hear them every day. Now the devil, he'll supply them if workout your stars. We said
whatever. All right, guys.
So glad to see you guys. Listen. This Saturday, I can't set it up. This Saturday, it's going to be in the room, man. I'm excited. We're going to have an amazing time. And Yuri Carr's birthday. If you don't do nothing but just come to say, hey, Yuri, I'm coming for Yuri's birthday.
Happy birthday, Dr. Carr.
Yeah, just come because it's her birthday, man. Come and celebrate her birthday with her. Love on her. We're going to have an amazing time in the Lord. We're excited about it, guys.
All right.
God bless you.
Remember, a nation is waiting on you.